Hey yo, welcome back to Crystal Clear on the Roundtable. I'm Oshrik Vox, and let's talk about some new gems in Steven Universe. If you missed Sunday's video, Rose's voice actor Susan Egan dropped a plethora of information at EquestriaCon LA over the weekend concerning some upcoming events in our favorite space gay rock show. One of the many teases include the promise of seeing new gems in the upcoming episodes. Now first off, if that's not hype-boosting enough for you, nothing will be. But which gemstones can we expect to make their on-screen debut? Steven Universe is known for planting seeds of future plot points and events. The Diamonds were name dropped nearly 30 episodes before they began to make their debut. Topaz and Aquamarine were set up in Adventures in Light Distortion and made their debut 10 episodes later. So I'm confident that these gems are joining the fray of Steven Universe's ever-growing cast fairly soon. Sit back and relax as we run through 5 gems we can expect to see in these upcoming episodes of Steven Universe.
I've got you now, you miserable off-colors!
Okay, so I had to get the confirmed one out of the way. Emerald. This shouldn't come as a shock to anyone, but if you lived under a rock, or had an actual life and job and school and priorities, let's recap. Emerald is a new homeworld gem making her debut in the episode we assume is called Large of the Stars, as seemingly a gem commander who's had her coveted ship, the Sun Incinerator, stolen from the Off-Colors. With her green color scheme with elements of yellow sprinkled in, even the Sun Incinerator being yellow on the outside and green on the inside, I conclude Emerald is likely under Yellow Diamond's court. Her easily agitated demeanor and inclination towards lashing out at others, this also continues the trend of gems behaving a lot like their diamonds. Next up is Morganite. Now this gem has only been mentioned once, in passing in the episode Off-Colors by the lovely Rhodonite, stating a fusion like her is unacceptable, and that when their Morganite found out she came into existence, the ruby and pearl that composed of her were swiftly replaced. Yet, what the appearance of this gem would mean for the story is huge. Morganite simply come in various shades of pink and purple, which translates to this color of gem being Survivor from Pink Diamond's court. Now, gems like Jasper or the Famethys got relocated to serving Yellow Diamond's militant services or upkeeping the human zoo. But I believe Morganite is different. She was high up enough to have both a pearl and a ruby assigned to her side. That's nothing to sneeze at. Morganites in real life are also rare and represents love, healing, and compassion, much like Rose Quartz. Perhaps that right there is a trend in Pink Diamond's court that will further blur the line between the crystal gems and Homeworld. Now, if we're to see the same Morganite that Rhodonite's components once belonged to, not only will that serve as some juicy drama that we've come to expect out of the series, but we may get some insight on Pink Diamond's demise. Well, we might get that regardless of the Morganite. I could see Morganite currently being somewhere within Blue Diamond's court, but maybe her status in Pink's court got her moved even higher up to a court of gems we haven't even seen before. You know, the one court that belongs to a certain elusive diamond. Following Morganite, and definitely not as exciting, is Citrine. Now, this gem has been mentioned twice now. Spoilers for the video game Save the Light ahead. Once in your game by Garnet, when you enter Hestonite's warship, apparently the only thing stopping you and the audience from coming face to face with them is a door. The other time is by Emerald. At an absolute loss for words, dumbfounded at how some miserable off-colors can make off of her ship. The reason why I say Citrine isn't as exciting as the last 2 gems is that Citrine is another quartz gemstone, meaning within the world of the show, she'll more than likely be another soldier, another cog in the machine. In fact, the way Emerald and Garnet talk about them, that's exactly what they are. I don't have much hopes. For all we know, she could just look like a yellow jasper or amethyst. With the name drops of this gem becoming frequent, planning it twice now, perhaps this quartz soldier will be more than we bargained for. But again, after Jasper, Amethyst, and Topaz, I feel like unless she's really unique, the audience won't be too impressed. Another gem with a big build, long wild hair, and gruff voice. Hopefully the Crewniverse proves me wrong with this one, and Citrine brings her A-game, being a gem to not be forgotten. Next up is Nephrite. Much like Citrine, Nephrites are gems that have been name dropped twice in the series now. Once by Bismuth in her self-titled episode, and by, well, the Citrines in Save the Light. Judging by the gemstone, many fans have akin Nephrite to the corrupted Centipedal, concluding that these gems are one and the same. And honestly, there are dots that connect and make this theory a lot more concrete. Beyond the fact the gemstones are similar, Bismuth states she'll never forget the look of the Nephrite's face when Pearl pulled said gem out of the cockpit, insinuating Nephrites are capable of piloting ships. Centipedal revealed in her Crayon Illustrated origin story that she was a captain of other gems like her, who arrived on Earth and began to build. With the addition of Save the Light, the Citrines assume the noise they hear are the sound of Nephrites drilling. Another correlation in the idea that Centi is a Nephrite, capable of both piloting and creating. And room for Ruby, Steven states the crystal gems finally have a pilot, which was odd as that was never a concern before. Fast forward to the end of Lars's head, Pearl states they'll never get that dropship to fly. which we can assume is Centipedal's ship, as those are the only Era 1 ships remaining on the planet. With the corruption plotline popping in and out of the story, it stands to reason either Steven will discover the cure within the next season and heal Centipedal, introducing a pilot who's capable of repairing the ship, or we'll get introduced to an uncorrupted Nephrite whose appearance and duties will confirm that yes, this is the same gemstone as Centipedal. Very excited to see how this all unfolds. Last but certainly not least, you all should saw this coming, White Diamond. The master of masters, the jack of all trades, the leader of the great Diamond Authority. Now that we've been on Homeworld and the confirmation of seeing Pearl and Rose's origins, White Diamond shouldn't be too terribly far off. Of course, we always have Broadway singer Christine Eversole, not denying she's the voice actress of the mysterious Diamond. By not denying, I mean flat out saying she voices her. We touched on this before in past videos. Hey, click that little eye in the right hand corner to watch. If this is true and not just some sick joke, then that means she's likely already recorded for White Diamond, meaning she'd appear by season 5's end. White Diamond, as I've said time and time again, has been built up for so long that we can only imagine how this will all unravel, and her debut needs to blow the masses away. Less fans will never let the Crewniverse hear the end of it. Honorable mentions and other gems I'd like to see is Hessonite and Square Dot make an in-show cameo. Once again, spoilers! Square Dot is bubblewood and sent to the temple, and with the games being level 2 canon, it's up to the Crewniverse to follow through with that. All we have to see is a Peridot bubbled in the burning room. That's all. As for the game's Hessonite, she flees away from our heroes at the end of the game to more or less get her life together. It'd be hard to work that Pacific Hessonite into the show proper, but I'd love to see a different Hessonite pop up. Also, these mysterious crystal gems we saw in Gemcation would be wonderful to see, even as a flashback. Is that a Rutile I see? But as always, these are just my thoughts and I'd love to hear yours. What gem are you most excited to see appear in Steven Universe? Let's get a conversation going by commenting below or tweeting your thoughts directly to me at OstricVox. You can also follow the Roundtable on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Roundtable Vids, and we're also on Snapchat at RoundtableYT. We have a Discord, official Amino app, and Patreon. Don't forget to check out and snag a yellow or blue diamond shirt from our store, and if you do, thank you. Links to everything in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like, share it with your friends, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out. Hit that bell for notifications so you can stay in the loop with all things Steven. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day. OstricVox, signing out.